I hope you realize that no matter what happens, that you never ever degrade yourself in life. I never need you to degrade yourself to work like a slave for money. I never need you to be complex around money. I need you to go and do something for free. I never care what it is. I realize that TikTok today is doing a lot of content for free. I realize so far TikTok is a successful business. I realize it's for free. I realize people are going on it. I realize people are doing something for free. I realize they're jumping around. I realize they're doing some acts. I don't have to watch them. I realize it's all entertainment. I go invest my time in better places. I invest my time in I invest my time in music. I have mentors. I read. I do God's work. I brand myself. I write all day long. I plan ahead. I watch Financial Crisis. I watch my mentors and what they say. I just follow my mentor's lead. I stay away from the crowd. I never go nightclubbing. I never go around women. I go and travel the world. I can go and travel to Darwin now. I've never been. I have completed Australia in 13 months. I've completed Australia. I am currently in the 11th month. I'm now first in my life. I'm always first in my life. No matter what, I realize that no other numbers matter for me in life. I realize it's only number one. I realize only number one cares for me. I realize I only care for number one. I realize no matter what, I'm always doing better. I'm always traveling. I realize I've visited 47 places around Australia. I realize I've visited 47 cities in 1 year. I've also visited 225 places around Australia in 1 year. I've also done it at 27. I realize no matter what, I have Darwin and Alice Springs to go. I realize I can complete everything in 13 months. I realize I can complete everything in 2 months. I mean, in 13 months total, I fucking went around Australia. I went around all the amazing cities of Australia. I realize I have to go up the coastline of Queensland. I have to go check that out. I have to go Great Barrier Reef. I have to go Early Beach. I have to go up the Perth coastline. I have to go up north. I have to go drive it. I'll go drive it. I realize I only do that because I'm free. I can do it. I can go anywhere around the world. I just love to travel Australia. I realize that my only number is number one. I realize no matter what, that I just keep persuading you that you realize that free money is the best way. I'd rather you get free attention. I'd rather you advertise for free. I'd rather you speak to people for free. I'd rather you go and do everything for free. I'd rather you go and promote yourself for free. I never need you to give money to promote yourself. I never need you to give money for anything. I need you to go and do it for free. I realize that nobody needs to have sex with you. I promise you that you can go and give money for it and have sex. I promise you that it's blessed to give money to go and have sex. I realize that you deserve it. I realize no matter what, that you can go and do anything for free. I realize that when you do it for free, you will do it for God. I realize that you will involve God with it. I realize that money will never ever make you more of a grower. I realize that you have to go and put the effort in. I realize that effort that you put in is free will. I need you to go have more free will. I need you to go put more effort into whatever it is you're doing. I realize that whatever you put effort into will grow. Bless me. I need you to realize that you need to grow in any way possible I realize that never includes money. I need you to grow in any way possible that never includes money. I realize that you can always find a way to grow somehow. I realize that wisdom is in all books. I realize they are free. I realize no matter what, that you go and give money for it. I need you to go and give money for it. I realize that you never do what they are doing. I never need you to go and price yourself like they are. I realize that you go and invest in yourself. I realize that you go and give money to get better. I never need you to be outdated. I need you to stay updated with the world around you. I need you to realize that you have about 20 mentors that you can go into who are all leaders in some type of way. I realize that you go and mix around with them. I realize they're all on YouTube. I realize they're all on social media. I realize that you follow them. I realize that you just go and see what they'll do. I do that. I realize that I never need them. I have my eye. I have my eye for ideas. I realize I follow my eye everywhere. I see Jesus. I have my only mentor there. I never need these mentors that I see today. I never need to follow them and what they're saying. I never need to follow the world trends. I just follow Jesus' path. I realize that's my only path. I just go around with my mentors anyway. I find I need more than Jesus. I realize no matter what, I always need more. I realize I add Jesus into everything. I realize Jesus is more than everything. I realize no matter what, I'm always following Jesus' path. I always need more than what I have. I need to grow myself. I realize no matter what, that I never involve money with it. I have a plan right now. I realize no matter what that I tell you my plans, I realize that I've been telling you my plans in this video. I've been showing you. I've never been telling you. I've been expressing with you. I've been having a conversation with you. I realize that for the next 73 years, guys, I'll be walking around Earth. I'll be 100. I'll still be alive. I promise you I'll still be alive. I eat a certain amount of food every single day to make it happen. I promise you I never have to go to restaurants. I never have to go eat meat. I never have to eat processed food. I only eat what's positive and vegan. I eat what gives me energy. I'll do everything in videos. I'll make sure no matter what that you guys get all the information that you need over the next 73 years. I have plenty of time. I realize no matter what, that I can do 3 hours a day of video every single day for the next 73 years. I've realized that's around 9 years of video time. I get to just express everything. I do it for free, guys. I never do it for the money. I realize that's a free hustle. I realize I'll never make money on my life coaching videos. I realize no matter what, I will, however, make more wisdom. I will grow as a person. I realize that's all the money I ever need. I promise you that's the best lesson I've learned in this video. I'll never ever make money on my Mega Drive. I promise you for the next 73 years I'll be giving monthly around $30. I'll be giving around $30 a month to have this information inside to just be able to upload all my content. I realize I get scammed by those people. I realize no matter what, I still keep going. I still grow. I realize that I'll never make money on my life coaching. I realize I never have to make money. I never have to make money. I realize it's never even about the money. I realize it's really about God's work. I realize I think about money. I never have to fucking think about money anymore. I realize that money is only important when I have it. I realize when I have no money, I have God anyway. I have my skills. I have my free will. I have free work. I have a passion. I have 2 passions. I have 5 passions. I can go and do it. I just go and do it for God. I realize those passions I have are God's passions. I realize what I need in life is what God needs. I go and do what God needs. I realize that's the ultimate path. I realize that money is only important when I gain it freely. I realize that money is only important for me when I gain it for free. I realize I'll never go work for it. I never care that they force me to do it. I realize when they force me to do it, I'll just fucking do it for free. I never fucking care about the money. I never care about the money. I realize when people force you to do something, I realize that you just go and do it for free then. I realize that something outside of you is trying to gain power over you. I realize there's people such as that. I realize there's people like that. I realize for me now, it's just, I do this behind the scenes. I do it for free. I do it for my acknowledgement. I do it for God. I do it for something bigger than myself. I realize I'll live a nice, beautiful 9 year of video work. I realize that people can watch me. I realize that people will be helped by me. I don't really care about other people. I realize that when people show up in this video, I realize that I already have around 26,000 courses of 1 hour each. I realize that you guys can go and watch it for free. I realize I'll help Africa. I'll help everyone. I just need you to learn English. I have big dreams. I have big dreams to go and magnetize and make everything inside of my university in other languages. I realize that you guys can go and do that for me. I realize that when you go and do that for me, I realize you'll never even do it for me. I realize you'll do it for God. I never need you to work for me. I need you to work for God. I realize that you guys who are watching this video, I realize that you go and spread this content around for free and make it into your own languages for free, please. I realized my work is done already. I never have to fucking give money for it. I realized that humans will always do God's work for free. I realized otherwise, you never really have a life. I have to do music for free. I realize it's for free. I can go and give some effort. I can do it for free. I do my journaling for free. I eat for free. Today I was listening to music for free. I realized to make some lists about how I work for free today. I went to the toilet for free. I went to shop for free. I went to just sit here in the daily life for free. I watched my mentors today. I watched some content. I watched for free. I live life for free. I just live life for free. I do this video for free. I'm doing now for free. I'm always growing though. I'm always writing something. I'm always doing something to grow. I need you also to do something that grows. I never need money in life. I never need to have money in my life. I realize the money will arrive in my life. I promise you. I realize no matter what, I never have to rely on anybody for money. I realize that when it comes freely, I just hand it over. I'll hand it over inside of me. I'll receive it. I will always receive money for free. I realize that when somebody outside of myself says, I no longer give you money for free, I realize I'll always go work for God for free anyway. I'll go do something for free without money for a certain period of time. I realize I'll find money anyway. I'll find money through the freedom I do. I realize that no matter what, you'll always find money in freedom. I realize I have a nice, beautiful Mega Drive over here where it's full of freedom work. It's full of freedom. I'm free. I'm so free. I'm living a life. I've lost the weight. I've overcome my demons. I've overcome so much barriers in my life. I left my biological dad's house at 26. I went to travel Australia at 26. In 2 months, or in 13 months, which is now in the 11th month of traveling Australia, I have 2 months to go. I can really visit all the main cities of Australia in 1 year. I can go to Darwin now. I can be there for 2 weeks, and I can go to Alice Springs for 2 weeks. I realized that I've visited all the main cities of Australia in 1 year. I realized I've still got another year and a half to go up the coastline of Queensland. I also have to go up the coastline of Perth. I can go down south of Perth as well. I realized I can just go and travel. I can go and travel. I can go I can go inside of Australia into Wagga Wagga, into all those farmlands. I can go and see what's in Australia. I realize the coronavirus is going on around me right now. I realize at the moment many countries are closed and you can never even go into their countries. So no matter what, can see that there is also World War III coming. I can see it. I can see it is power and money involved. I realize people are trying to control other people with money. I realize that's why world wars happen. I need you to realize that you never ever kill anybody. I realize that you also follow the 9. I realize that you follow the 10 commandments, which is all work for freedom. I need you to have your eye in place. I need you to realize that you go and teach the Bible. I need you to realize that you are never a negative person for working for God. I used to have a negative interpretation about pastors. I used to have a negative interpretation about religion. I used to say I'm doing something negative. I'm never doing something negative. I realized I never have to say that again. I never have to say the negative parts of me. I realize I'm never negative. I'm a positive person. I realize I almost get to myself in a negative way. I realize I'm always a person working for God. I'm always growing. I need you to realize that you need to grow also. You need to grow and you need to do something for free. I realize that all the money I've ever made in my life is all the freedom I've done for God. I realize I've really never disappointed myself. I realize all those times I had no people come up to me. I had no people say, I love your work. I realize that people have come to say, I love your work. I realize that people have gained me some attention. I realize no matter what, that I've gained more so doing the work I have. I realize that than doing it for them. I realized no matter what, I've made more for myself. I really never failed in my life. I've never failed working for God. I've never failed in that aspect. I realized they have failed for never asking me how to do life. I realized they are missing out on me. I realized they are the ones that really judge me based on how I am. I realized I post 1,700 photos on Instagram, which are beautiful professional shots of me. I realized I get one like from a woman who is very beautiful. I realized she never follows me. I realized she never follows me. I don't know why. I realized all the women who are very beautiful are now actually liking my status. I realized that really beautiful women are coming on my page and Instagram to like my photos. I realized they're never following me because they have husbands. I realized they are trash. I never need that. I realized I never need a woman like that. I look at another beautiful woman. I realize she's gorgeous. I realize she's holding alcohol. I realize she has a kid. I realize she needs money. I never need that. I never need money. I have freedom. I never need you to have money. I need you to just have freedom. I realize that money has some negative connotation in the world. I realize that a lot of people are negative about money. I never need you to be negative around money. I need you to realize that you just receive it. I never need you to work for it. I never need you to do anything else except for give money and receive it. I never need you to work for it. I never need you to take it. I never need you to steal it. I never need you to ask for it. I realize that when you ask for money, you're really working for God for free. I need you to ask for money. I never need you to go up to people to borrow money. I never need you to borrow money. I promise you that when you borrow money, you've really lost. I promise you that is the case. I realize no matter what, my biological dad is a person who always borrowed money to give me some. I realized in that borrowing that he done, I realized he was also doing some evil work with that. I realized the evil work he was doing behind that is largely, I realized that it's largely correlated to him owing somebody something else as a slave. I realized he was working for people for that money he gave me. I realized I never needed the money. I needed him to work for God. I realized he never worked for God in those times. I realized that he was trying to give me something to live by. I realized he was saying that money is your king. I realized that my biological dad was teaching me that money is king in life. I never need you to go and borrow money for your family. I never need you to go to the bank to get a loan for a mortgage house. I never need you to have a mortgage in life. I never need you to be a slave for money. I never need you to go to a bank to get a debt for yourself. I never need you to get loans from people. I never need you to ask other people for money. I never need you to ask people for anything. I just need you to ask God for it. I realize that God will give you. I realize that God will understand you. I used to ask women for sex. I used to go to a woman and I said, I would love to have sex with you. I realized she'll run away. I realized I understand. I realized when I asked God though, I realized that I have to go and do something for God in order for me to be able to have sex. I realized I have to make God happier. I have to also do some work for God. I realized I'll gain some money. I realize I'll give some money, I'll go have sex. I deserve it. I promise you. I never have to go to a woman who is a local to start. I never have to ask, and I never have to say to ask her about sex. I never have to ask her, can you have sex with me? I realize that's stupid. I realize when you're talking with women and men around in your area, I just need you to be positive and polite. I need you to give something for free. I need you to go with them. I never need you to ask for something so that you give nothing. I need you to give something in return for the conversation. I need you to have a purpose with people when you communicate. I realize that the communication that you have is for free. I need you to work for God in that communication. I need you to do something. I need you to strike up an idea. I need you to have a nice laugh that is for God. I need you to do something for God. I realize I'm alone now. I realize I have God in my side. I realize God's always with me. I realize I just do my life for free. I never care about them. I realize they're all hanging around each other. I never care about them. I hang around with God. I have peace and quiet in my house. I realize no matter what, I'm in my biological dad's house. I never care. I have it for free. I realize that he can kick me out. I realize I can go around Australia for another 10 months. I can travel with the money I have. I have money. I realize I never tell him that I have money. I realize that no matter what, I realize that's the best way. I never need to show my money to anybody. I realize that's between me and Father God. I realize my biological dad gives me $20. I already have money in my pocket. I realize that he believes I have no money. I never care what he believes. I realize no matter what, that my biological dad used to have lots of control over me. I promise you that he was kicking me down in every instant. I never cared that he was borrowing money to give me some. I realized he was teaching me the most root of all evil. I realized my biological dad and my biological mum were always sending me to work for money like a slave. I went against their thoughts. I realized I never have to work like a slave for life. I realized that's what my biological parents needed me to do. I never care about them. I realized no matter what, I now have control over my life. I can go around Australia for 10 months. I never care. I can come to my biological dad's house. I have free accommodation. I realize I have an argument with him. I realize he's about to hit me. I will just walk out. I never have to come back into his house ever again. I'll go live in hostels. I'll go live in Airbnb in one apartment bedroom for myself. I have the money already. I have the money to go and live with people around Australia. I can go live in hostels. I can live in my country. I can get government handouts. I realize that no matter what, in the future, I promise that it's going to be even more difficult for you people, as at the moment, Medicare and Social Security is going down because it's for the rich to get richer. I promise you what this is. I promise you it means that the rich are saying, I need people who are getting my money to go and work as slaves for that money now. I never need them to get free handouts. I realize I'm getting free handouts. I realize the rich are setting up the poor to be poorer while the rich are getting richer. I realize it's the year 2020 now. I realize I'm one of the lucky ones that has followed my mentors for a certain amount of time. I realize I really studied about it. I realize the world is set up for the rich. I realize that the governments are all owned by Rothschilds. I realize except for China. I realize China's government is only China's government. I realize that China and America will start the World War III. I realize China, Russia, and America are the three biggest countries who are going to start World War III right now. I realize that Putin, who is the president of Russia at the moment, is now controlled by Rothschilds, although Rothschilds owns the Russian bank. I will say, no matter what, that massive deaths will be happening around the world in the next 20 years. I realize no matter what, I never get into real estate. I never had to own it. I realize no matter what, I just go around the world with music. I realize it's the safest option for me. I realize it's the best way for me. I realize I can continue doing my life coaching degree. I realize I never have to be around these egos. I realize I can go to Thailand when it's a World War III happening. I realize I can go into the Malaysia, I can go into Philippines, I can go and live there for the remainder of the 3 years of when the war was happening. I realize no matter what, I've already planned it. I realize around the 2040 mark, I realize that is when I believe that the World War III will happen. I realize it's coming along. I realize it will happen in this lifetime. I promise you that so much power is happening around the world right now. I realize that every single war and every single killing, I realize that it's all related to money. I realize that people will go give $5 billion to somebody to kill you. I realize the person has killed before. I realize that person will go and do it. I realize that person will go and do it for the money. I never need that. I realized that Tony Robbins, I realized also Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I also realize Grant Cardone can be killed today. I realize they can be killed today. I realize it would be massive bloodshed. I realize there would be massive bloodshed because these people are at the top of the ranks in leadership who have leadership skills to teach the world how to lift. I realize that when evil comes to kill all those 3 people in one day, I mean in 24 hours, I can honestly say that the rich who are evil will rule the world even more. I realize there will be a big devastation around the world. I realize it's very massive. I need you to realize how massive that is. I need you to realize that those 3 individuals have so much wisdom. I realize that the evil people can kill them. I realize that will be a devastation for everybody. I realize that more people will be even more scared to lead. I need you to realize that it can happen today. I realize that evil people can go and kill them. I realize that these 3 people have to go and say something to those people and have to call them out in terms of, I have to find these people. I realize no matter what, the more that you step up into leadership and the more you try to find out who it is that is doing all of this, I promise you they fucking come and shoot you. I promise you that those 3 individuals are now stepping up for this. I can see them. I just would never do it. I realize I never need bad blood on my back. I mean, I'm not bad blood. I realize that no matter what, I never need blood on my back. I realize I do it another way. I do it in this way. I do it in the Mega Drive way. I realize I never have to be in the sight of these people. I can speak up as loudly as possible. I can be heard. I can be a president of every fucking nation here. I can fucking be heard about what I speak. I'm fucking doing something about it. I'm just never doing it in front of people. I'm never doing it in front of those evil people. I never need them to fucking scout me every fucking day about what videos I'm posting on YouTube. I realize they're fucking scouting all these people. I realize they're always going on their fucking social medias to see what they're talking about evil people. I realize the evil people are always scouting what the leadership people of the world who are famous are doing, because the more the good people of the planet are rising, I promise you that evil will go and shoot them. I'm not saying that good is bad. I'm saying that the more people such as who have skills, who are rising to the occasion of good, I promise you that no matter what, God will also work for us. I need you to see that more leaders are being created today than the history of mankind. I need you also to realize that there are 3 main leaders who are famous right now in terms of life. I am also right now famous behind the scenes. I'm famous behind the scenes in my own heart and with God. I realize that the other people who are famous are Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I also see Grant Cardone. I see Tony Robbins. I see those 3 people. I realize the more they step up in life to find out who these people are, I promise that the evil people of the planet are watching them when they post a video every single day on YouTube. I promise that these people are posting videos every single day on YouTube about their life. I promise you that the evil people of the planet are tuning in into their YouTube accounts to watch them and what they are saying about them. I promise you that the evil people are behind the scenes also and are never exposing themselves. I promise you, I do the same thing. I never expose myself, although I'm good. I promise you that I never need the evil people to fucking tune in to every video I post on YouTube about what's going on around the planet. I can already sense they fucking know that. I can already sense that the evil people fucking know what's going on around the planet. I realize they have all the money. I never care about the money. I realize it's never about the money. I realize that when you are pressing charges on them, I realize in a way, I realize when you're pressing charges on them in a way that you're calling them out, I realize that you're really taking action to really find who they are. I realize that is when they get threatened. I realize that is when they get, I realize that's when they start getting fear, that you will actually find them out. I realize they'll go and shoot you. I never need to do that. I realize it's all about money. I never need you to realize the question how to make money. I need you to realize the question of this video. I realize no matter what, the question of this video is how to make money, so you realize it's really how to make freedom. I need you to realize that in this question mark I have in this video, I need you to keep it. I realize that you'll never lose it. I realize that if you have been watching this video for this long, I realize that you've learned something. I realize I've gave you some information about what's going on around the planet. I realize I've also given you I gave you a history lesson. I gave you my techniques about skills that you can use. I realize you can also do the same thing behind the scenes, such as me. I promise that it's much better for you anyway. I promise you that in the year 30,500, I realize Jesus will be here. I realize that is a long time away. I need you to realize. I need you to see time as long. I never need you to see time as short. I need you to realize that my work here will be duplicated by other people. I need you to realize that other people will do more than me. I need you to realize that I will go and fucking lead nations with my Mega Drive. I need you to realize that I will just fucking go and enjoy my life around the world with music. I'll go do my music. I have music in my blood. I have music with my grandfather and my dad. I realize my grandfather is a lyrics writer for music. I realize also my dad does it for the music. I realize no matter what, I talk about my biological father's family. I realize that they have music in their blood. I do it for God. I realize that my biological dad does it now for money. I realize that my biological dad turned his passion into something evil. I realize he never even does it for God anymore. I realize no matter what, that you realize that when you're working for money, you will never have a passion. I realize that my biological dad, over 30 years, was a singer. I realized he was always gaining gigs to go and sing for money. I realized people were actually calling him and giving him money to go and sing. I realized my biological dad was making money. I realized he was giving freely for him to go and sing. I realized now he just never even begs the question to sing for free. I would open up a YouTube account. I would start singing my voice. I'd start singing my voice for God. I never fucking care about the money. I realize he cares about the money. I realize that he stops himself because of the money. I realize he has no learning ability to go and open up YouTube to go and do it. I realize that his girlfriend can do it for him. I realize he just never has the potential to do it anymore. I realize he does it for money now. I never need you to do that. I never need you to make money block your passion. I realize that your passions are God passions. I need you to realize that your passion will always be God's passion. I need you to live everything up to God. I need you to see that to be able to life coach people, you need to acquire wisdom. You need to acquire what I can give you. You need to acquire more people in terms of leaders. You need to acquire wisdom about the daily life and about finance, and you also have to look at Jesus and how Jesus lived. I do all of it here. I can also teach you. I can make fucking 10,000 people work for God. I promise you, I have the fucking world working for God here. I have every fucking person in the world working for God in this massive company of God. I'd rather work for that than have 500 employees such as Grant Cardone working for me. I'd rather have 7.6 billion people work for God. I fucking make a difference. I'd rather do that. I never need fucking people calling and cold calling other fucking people for money. I don't fucking need that, Grant Cardone. I realize no matter what, I need you to realize that you need to always improve your life. You always need to realize that money will never solve any issues. I realize that freedom will. I realize when you're working for God, you'll always find the solution. I realize that money will never solve your problems. I realize that money will never do anything for you in a positive way. I realize that money will only give you freedom when you're working for freedom. I realize that money is never negative either. I never need you to even think money. I need you to think freedom. I need you to see that money is invisible. I need you to see money is invisible here. I need you to see that freedom is what you need. I realize that freedom is the money. I need you to go work for freedom. I need you to go do something for freedom. I need you to realize how to make more freedom instead of how to make more money. I realize that money is never the problem. I realize you need to work for freedom and you have no problem. I realize that freedom will get you all the money that you need. I realize that freedom will get you across the planet. I realize that God will fucking make you travel everywhere when you're working for free. I realize you'll be the most successful person on the planet when you're with God. I realize that money will never make you anything more. I realize God will make you more in freedom. I realize when you're trying to make money, you need to work for free for God first before you even make money. I realize that you never make money in the first place. You never make money. You never have anything to do with money. You never do money in life. You never get money, as Grant Cardone says. You never do anything with money. All you fucking do with money is you do nothing with it. You don't fucking need money anymore. Money is never important in life. I promise you that what's important is working for free. For free, you will have all the money in the world. Now, when you're working for free, I need you to relax. I need you to really see what this is. When you're working for free, you'll realize how to manage everything. You realize how to manage money. You realize how to make money. You realize how to make everything for your life when you're working for free. I never need you to see how to work for money. I never need you to see that. I never need you to fucking work for money. I never need you to have money in your life. I need you to give money. I need you to receive money. I never need you to work for it. I need you to work for freedom. I never need you to work for money. I need you to realize that the best I can give you in this planet is that you go work for free. You go see that no money complications will ever make you better. I realize Grant Cardone fucking makes all these numbers on his fucking wall in terms of his whiteboard. I realize there's only fucking one way to do that. I realize no matter what, that all those numbers he expresses, I realize he has no number one there. I realize it's all one idea. I realize it's all just work for free. I realize that money never makes money. I realize that freedom makes everything. I realize that nobody will work for you in life. I realize that nobody will promote you. I realize that nobody will do anything for you. I realize that you have to go and do it for free. I realize that you just go live your life for free. You have to go live life for free in a way that is slow for you. You need to live at your pace. You need to live in a way that you love life for free. You never have to be fucking Tony Robbins. You never have to be me. You never have to fucking be anybody in this planet. You can go and live for free for God. I promise you that God will love you for who you are. I promise you just go fucking work for free. I never need you to work for it as a slave for money either. I never need you to have a fucking chip in your fucking hand. I realize that's another talk for another time. I need you to realize to just go and walk your life how you walk it for free. I never need you to look for money. I never need you to see who has money. I never need you to realize to have employees in your life so that you have to give them salaries so they have to work for you so that you can go and have more money. I never need you to be Grant Cardone in that way. I never need you to go have money so that you can go impress other people because you have money. I never need you to have money so that you believe that you will go buy the best clothes on the planet because you can do something to impress someone of this world. I never need you to have money for that. I never need you to have money so that you can go and give it to someone. I need you to give money. I need you to give money. I need you to give money. I just realized that you never need money when you never work for free for it. I realized that giving is always blessed. I need you to have money so you give it. I need you to have money so you give it. I just never need you to go looking for money. I never need you to see money in a way that you have to go get it. I never need you to see money that you have to go work for it. I never need you to see money that you somehow have to grab it. I never need you to win money either. I never need you to win money. I need you to only work for free. I realize that money will be dropped in your palace. I realize that money will just come freely. I realize that money will come freely, and then you can go and give money to anybody for what you need. I realize that when you go and give money to somebody for something, I realize you are working for God. I realize no matter what, I realize that you just make sure that when you're giving money, it's for something positive. I need you to give money for something positive. I realize that many people are giving money towards drugs. I realize that's never working for God either. I need you to be blessed. I realize that giving is the most blessed aspect of life. I never need you to give to the places that is negative though. I need you to go do the positive God's work in giving. I need you to realize that you go do positive work, which is God's work. I need you to go boost people's skills for free. I need you to go and grow someone with your money. I need you to go give money to people so they grow. I realize that's the Lord's work. I realize that's God's work. I realize that I'm giving you so much money here. I realize this is the abbreviation I'm giving you. I never need you to go give literally money to people for them to grow. I realize no matter what, I can also do that. I also need you to go give money to people literally so they grow. I need you to realize I need you to realize that you can give money literally to a person and you can say, I'll give you $100, you need to grow now. I need you to do that. I also realize that I'm giving you more than a fucking $100 here in this video. I'm giving you all the fucking money in the world over here. I realize that's freedom. I realize that's all the money in the world that you ever need. I realize that's all you need. I realize that money is an illusion. I realize money is an illusion. I need you to realize. I realize that money is only good when it comes in and you give it. I realize that people use money in an evil way. I realize people say, I need you, I'll give you $5 billion, I need you to go kill this person. I never need you to do that. I never need you to be that person who rules with money in a negative manner. I need you to rule money in a positive manner. I never need you to go make it. I need it to come into your life for free. I just need you to make money for free. I never need you to learn how to make money except for work it for free. I realize that the title of this video is how to make money. I realize that I led you into working for free and you'll find how to make money. I realize that you never ever go looking for money. I realize that I've led you already to work for free for money. I realize you work for free for money. I need you to see that you work for free for money. I realize that you need to work for free for people. I realize that you need to go work for free for somebody because you'll be working for God. You need to go see that you need to go work for free for humanity in some aspect of life, and you just need to go up to them and you need to go help them. And you just go and do the job. You then go to a different person, you just go help them. You just go to a different person, you just go help them. You just go and help them. You never expect money, you just go do it for free. You just realize you're doing it for God anyway. You're doing it to grow, you're doing it to learn something. I need you to go do that. I do this for the next 73 years for God. For free. I do it for free. I do it for free. I have to watch my language. I do it for free. I realized that the only way that you ever grow is when you're working for free. I realized the only way that you ever do anything is when you're doing it for free. You can go anywhere around the world teaching kids for free. You can go anywhere and do anything for free. I promise you have no blockages. I realized that people who are too money oriented and negative oriented, I promise you they have blockages everywhere. Have you ever seen a blood clot? I promise you that many people have blood clots everywhere. I promise you their veins are about to pop. I promise you their skin is about to come off their chest. I promise you their legs are about to be amputated. I promise you it's because of the negativity that they are working for money, and also they are slaves to money and they're doing something negative. I realize they're doing something negative in life. I realize the person has to fucking cut off their leg because of how negative they are. I never need you to do anything negative. I need you to wait for free. I realize when you're waiting, I need you to wait for free then. I realize that you get angry. I realize you need to get angry for free then. I realize when you get negative, you need to get negative for free. I realize when you're getting negative for free, you realize that you're never getting negative for free. I realize that you tie everything to freedom. Everything in life is freedom. I have to also grow from this video. I have to also teach you something in this video so I can teach myself. I've taught myself so much in this video. I've already fucking won money in this video. I've won the jackpot. I have a nice, beautiful 2-hour video over here. I realize no matter what, just focus on yourself every day. See that there is so much time in life. Realize that you can do you can do so much in the world. You can get all the attention you need for free. You just have to go do it for free. You just have to realize that you have to be able to just go and work for free. You just never expect anything from anybody. I expected people to give me money. I expected people to come and salute me for money. I was stupid. I was asking people for money to do my work. I was blocking myself from freedom. I was blocking myself from doing anything. I went and I gave more money to those who I declined money off. I realized that way I fucking never have any bad karma in my life. I realized when someone offers you $300 and you decline it, I promise that you have to give them $350 as fast as possible. You have to give them $350 as fast as possible so that you can override your bad habits in life. And you have to really give them the money. You declined $300 that was for free. You have to go give them $350 for free. I realized that way you override the negativity. I realized you'll never be negative. You need to realize freedom is always going to lead you somewhere. Freedom is always going to get you what you need. You need sex, you go get it for free. You go get it for free. You never need anything else. You just fucking look for free. I promise you that those people who are never doing it for free, I promise you those people are fucking slaves to money. I promise you that you never have to be ashamed to look for sex for free. I promise you can go chase women for free. I promise you can be with people for free. I promise you can fucking celebrate for free. I promise you can do anything for free. You can do it for free. I just need you to be positive about it. I need you to go do something positive in freedom. I never need you to be negative freedom. I need you to realize that the positive life is the best life. I realize that when you're growing, you're only positive about it. I realize that negative people will never grow when they're negative. I realize that positive people will grow when they're positive. I realize that positivity will always make you more than negativity ever will. I realize that is what Zig Ziglar said. I realize no matter what, that you just keep going and push yourself in a boundary where it's freedom. I can go on Instagram, I can start chatting up all these women, I can say, I need to have sex with you. I can say for free. I realize they may have shame. I realize they may say no. I never care. I realize those people who say no, I realize they have something against me. I realize they're blocking themselves from my sex. I realize they're blocking themselves from my beautiful aspect of life. I need you to never be ashamed about sex. I need you to never be ashamed about anything. I realize that when you're doing it for free, I realize you're never wasting time. I just never need you to do negative stuff. I realize that's going to destroy you. I realize you'll lose yourself there. I realize it'll make you less of who you are. I never need you to be less. I need you to be more. I need you to realize that when you're more, you'll do it for free. You'll make everything that you ever need. I need you to focus on freedom more than money. I realize that more freedom is more life. More freedom is more of what you need. The more freedom, I realize the more freedom you have, the better you are. I realize anything in life is much more important for you when you're free. I realize no matter what, that this video has also taught you how to really do freedom in a better way. I realize no matter what, I will also leave you at freedom. I realize that you need freedom in your life. I realize that freedom is always going to take you into a journey for the better. I realize that you never take yourself. I realize that you invest into freedom only. I realize forget everything else. I realize that you forget everything else. I realize that you just need freedom. Guys, for one, I need you guys to share this video. I need you guys to positively impact other people's lives for free, please. I never fucking demand it for you. I never demand anything from you. I realize I say for you to do it for free. I realize you do it for God. I fucking do it for God. I never fucking do it for you. I'm just that type of person. I realize no matter what, I hope that you understand me. I hope that you share it around. I hope that you have a peaceful day. I'll see you guys in the next video.